all you Popeye the Sailor Man fans out there, that just came out really fucking wrong. I'm sorry I said that. Anyway, um, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Horror Heathen YouTube channel and the South Jersey Horror Podcast. Today with me, I have Elena Juliano, who plays Olivia in the new upcoming adult version of Popeye the Sailor Man, but the movie's called Popeye the Slayer Man. So I watched the trailer. I'm intrigued, and I can't wait to see this because I grew up watching Popeye.
Oh,
So
did
this is this is gonna be so weird to watch.
is this
Um,
ruined your childhood?
yes, pretty much. My parents forced me to watch Popeye. Don't ask me why. They just did. So
Yeah,
I guess they tried to get me to eat spinach, and now I hate spinach for all the shit that I had in the past as a kid. So
oh, it didn't work.
no, it did not. Every time I see a can of spinach, like, "Huh?" So
Maybe this will make you want to eat spinach, seeing this film. I don't know.
Um, for those who have not been keeping up with the news on social media, a quick synopsis of the film. It's about a curious group of friends who sneak into an abandoned spinach canning factory of all places, and to investigate the legend of the Sailor Man, who is said to haunt the factory and the local docks. Man, you have to watch the trailer in order to understand, to comprehend the synopsis here. Um, it's a short trailer. It's about a minute and a half long for the one that I saw anyway. But anyway, enough about me. I'm gonna go on my soapbox now. Please give a warm welcome to Elena. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
The honor and pleasure is all mine. I'm excited too. I'm super stoked. As your character is one of the main characters in the film. So after watching the trailer, I can honestly say that Popeye looks appropriately terrifying. Just
Yes. Yes, it worked. Good, good,
that's
good. Glad to hear it.
the sailor uniform splatter blood, and as he smokes his pipe, he looks equally frightening from all sides. And from a
Yeah.
distance, he watches friends who are in the factory. Jesus Christ, dude! I mean, this movie is going to explode in the theaters, and I can see it now. So anyway, what could you tell us about? Okay, first of all, who are you and where do you come from and how'd you get acting?
Well, I am from New Jersey. I'm from a town called Montclair. I know you're in South Jersey. I'm from
Yes.
more North Jersey. I actually got into acting through music. I was first a musician. My mom is an amazing pianist, and I started piano at 5 and was singing even before then. And so I started doing theater in school, like musical theater and stuff, and always did music at the same time. And then in college, started with music, then switched to musical theater, and then started doing films. And then out of college, did a few, regional shows at different theater playhouses, and then started doing indie film and started doing commercial work as well. And yeah, that's kind of
And,
brief.
and now you're in Popeye the Slayer Man.
And now, yeah, the natural progression, of course.
It works though. I mean, I get it. I mean, um, so how did you get involved with this film? I mean, how did they pick you?
Yeah, I believe my agent sent me this audition. It happened very quickly. It actually was one of the more straightforward audition kind of processes. I didn't know anyone in the film or any of the producers or filmmakers. Um, and this group of filmmakers has worked together quite a bit in the past. And so when I got on set, a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people knew each other. And so it was very, like a tight-knit kind of thing. But yeah, they I think saw my tape, and yeah, I just submitted, and that's what happened. Then they cast me. Yeah.
You hear that, people? A Jersey made it big time. All right, okay, that's how we do it around here. It's how we roll. Um, it's fascinating. Now,
Yeah.
I don't speak to many actors from New Jersey, which I love. I think the last one I spoke to was, oh God, I can't remember her name. She was in How H2O. She is, I think, from the same place from you're from, somewhere up north.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, she made it big time. So yeah.
Great.
Anyway, what can you tell us about your character?
Yeah. I I I can't tell you much about my character. She is I would say that Olivia is very mysterious. She comes into the town and into this group of friends because she kind of gets connected to them and kind of goes along for the ride. We don't know why she's there. And that's sort of the mystery. And everyone will get to find that out as the movie progresses. So I can't really say too much, but yeah, she's definitely seeking something.
11 days, people. You can wait. You can do it. It'll
Not
be in
long.
theaters and be on VOD. Okay, you not too long. You can wait.
Lots of
So,
options.
yes, it's yes. So how does it feel to be in a film that's part of a live action? I mean, it seems to be a thing going to these days.
Yeah, it's definitely getting very popular. I think it's really cool. I saw Blood and Honey, and I just thought it was a really cool concept, and I didn't think it ruined childhood memories for me. I think it just like enhanced it. It was just it's really cool. And I think our film is really it sets itself apart because the story, the narrative is kind of stands on its own. The horror is great, and you're going to get a lot of that really it's blood and guts and it really leans into that. But I think the story really holds up on its own. It has a really great narrative, and it's really just funny and entertaining as well, in its story. So I think you're going to get a mix of everything. It's drama, it's comedy, and it's horror. So I think people are going to love it.
And it's funny. I believe you. I think it's funny how you mentioned Winnie the Pooh, Blood Honey. Now they have the sequel, and now they're coming up with Screamboat, and then
Yeah.
Peter Pan's Never Another Nightmare. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on, man?
Yeah, I know. I
So,
think I think it's very controversial, but I think people who I think that, it does have like a really big fan base, and I think if you're open-minded, it can be a really enjoyable experience.
yeah, absolutely, I believe it too. Peter Pan's Never Another Nightmare. It became a big hit when it first came out too. So
Right. I have
I think what's that?
I haven't seen it,
Neither
but
have I. It's on my list. It's on my list. But
yeah.
I did interview the person who plays Hook. So
Oh,
I
cool.
think no, I can't remember his name. Damn it, it's been a minute, so I can't remember his name now. Anyway, so, um, so I know he told me that these movies fall under the TCU called the Traumatic Child Universe, which is something I've never heard of before. So like Winnie the Pooh and like Peter's Never Nightmare is called it calls it under the TCU, which I'm
Hmm.
like interesting concept how they're adding all these movies into that category now.
Yeah.
So it yeah, I guess we'll see as it progresses on. I don't know. Like I
That's a
said, so far it's doing a pretty damn good job. I mean, Blood Honey and Bloodhound 2 are smash hit in England. So um
yeah.
this movie was filmed in New York State, right?
Yes.
What what can you tell us about the set? What can you say about the set? Was it dressed? Was it pre-constructed? Was it already there?
I actually believe I can talk about this.
Okay.
We filmed in upstate New York in a town called Oneonta. And we we used a factory that was already existing, because the premise is that there's this ghost story that the sailor man lives in this factory. It's an abandoned spinach factory. And not a spoiler, they go into the factory, this group of friends. Um, so they found this really incredible, it's actually a feed factory and it's active and running and working. And they gave us the space for I believe they used it during like the hours we were not shooting because we shot a lot of overnights, basically almost all overnights. So yeah, they were able to kind of use it during the day a little bit, but I think they allowed us to like kind of take full reign of the space. So we had just like incredible spaces to work with. Like really creepy, just very dark, yeah, really spooky corners. Like it's a huge facility and it just was the perfect setting for this film. It really was.
So was there anything added to it, or just went with what you guys already had?
Honestly, there wasn't much to add because the way that the feed factory is structured, like it already is really dusty from all of the residue of the feed that they're making in the factory. So one of the annoying parts about it was that it like smelled a lot like the feed and also
Cool.
Yeah, it wasn't pleasant in some areas, but then we started to get used to it. But it was so dusty that it really like sat in our lungs. So I remember
Mhm.
like after the shoot, just kind of like getting a little bit sick and like, having to really take care of my voice and stuff because it really got into our congestion and everything. So, but yeah, they didn't have to add too much to the set. It really was like it spoke for itself. It was perfect for it.
So I might add any abandoned vet, well, not really abandoned, but anything like that has a creepy factor to it. So
Yeah.
and I think which is perfect for this movie because
Yes.
even though Popeye and spinach, it's just
Yeah.
so um what would you say what was the most challenging aspect of filming this movie?
Challenging
If you
aspect.
could, if you could say it was the most challenging part.
Honestly, this was such a positive experience filming. One of the most positive experiences I've had as an actor, truly, just like this group of people, the filmmakers, they are so passionate about what they do and really good at what they do, and also just create such an environment that you can play as an actor. So it was just all a testament to our incredible director and producers and so there honestly there's nothing that sticks out as like super challenging because they fostered such a good environment. I would just say that it was a fast shooting process. So really we shot so much in a short amount of time.
Mhm.
So I think that was the most challenging, was just really long days and just having to be on it, you know. I mean, yeah, just shooting all the time. Yeah, I was just having to be ready for takes just as soon as they said go. So yeah,
Right, right.
yeah,
Okay, cool. So I read a lot of articles a lot about this movie from the director. And seeing how there was a lot of CG was not used in this movie whatsoever. No CGI was used whatsoever. It's all practical effects.
yep.
Um, what can you tell us about the practical effects of this movie without spoilers?
I um I have to say, I mean, our special effects artist RJ was just unbelievable. Just seeing him create all of the effects. I mean, I saw it from scratch. Um, he just was so inventive with how they work. I can't say, the specifics of them, and he knows better about it, but just seeing the art of that and like them not using any CGI and it just looks so creepy and gross. They just did such a convincing job. And yeah, it's all a testament to RJ's work. Yeah, just incredible people on this project. I think you'll see for yourself, but the effects look sick. Like they're gross, but it's like that classic horror, I just think there's something like it. There's nothing like that more classic approach to horror. Um yeah, I think it just has such a nostalgic feel that you just don't get with CGI, you know.
I get it. Yeah, I much prefer practical effects over CGI any day.
Yeah,
Um,
and I think it
it,
works for the Popeye theme. I think when you're bringing these characters into this world, I think it nods to the nostalgic quality of all of these characters and these yeah, shows, all these shows.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, so what do you think would be what was the most rewarding part about this movie?
Um, yeah, I think the most rewarding part was, like I said, working with all the people that I worked with and met on the set. They really were incredible and just really allowed us to, as actors, like play and but also were really clear about what they wanted. And yeah, I think just the friendships that I made on this set. You don't always make friends on projects that you do,
Yeah,
like you stay in touch, and that's but we really all bonded over this. And yeah, there was just absolutely no drama and just it was just such a pleasure to work with everyone. So I think that was the most rewarding part. And also, I have to say, just like, being one of the leads of the film just felt like it's rare that I think, at least for me, that in films I've gotten to really like sink my teeth into a role. So that was really nice for me. Like I've done it in theater a little bit more, but just to do it in a film, in a horror film, I've never done a horror film. And so that was super rewarding. Like such a positive experience. I'd want to do it again for sure. So yeah.
Um, After the film is done, everything's been wrapped up, everything's in production, everything's ready to go. The premiere is ready to set for the 21st.
Yeah.
A question I like to ask everybody: if you could have played any other role in the movie, who would it be and why?
That's such a good question. That's a great question. Um, I think it would be the role of Lisa, just because she is so different than anything I think I typically play. She's just very, you'll see she's very fiery. She's sassy. Like she is just the troublemaker. She just stirs the pot. But she's hilarious, she's like super witty and smart and really cares about her friends. So she's just like a really interesting character to me. Like she has these two sides where she's like, she really cares about the people she loves, but also like is really a pain in the ass. So, I just think she's really complex and special character. I like her.
Jesus Christ, that describes me to a T almost. I care about
Oh
people, but I'm a pain in the ass.
no. You have the two sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife loves it too. She knows I'm an asshole, but I also care for her too.
Yeah, that's what makes it endearing.
So will you be attending the premiere? Where's it going to be? Do you know?
I believe that they're doing a premiere in Oneonta. Um, it is a little bit far for me, so I'm trying to work out if I can make it. But just, depending on scheduling and everything. I believe that they're also doing an LA premiere. I don't think I can get out to that. So I'm trying to make the Oneonta premiere, and I believe it's yeah, happening sometime. I guess it's happening that night. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, here's hoping you can make it. That'd be awesome if you can make the premiere of the movie.
I would love to. Yeah.
Um,
Really love to. I'm gonna try.
so what's next for you? Now that this movie's over with, what do you have planned in the future?
Gosh, I'm auditioning for stuff right now. I don't have anything lined up at the moment. I just got back from Toronto. I was doing a commercial out there, and that was for over a week. That was kind of a long shoot, for a commercial at least. So, yeah, just kind of coming back from that and just recovering a bit and just seeing what's next. I'm sure there will be something that pops up, but for the moment, just auditioning and yeah.
Fingers crossed. I hope you get something soon. If they ever decide to make a sequel, I mean,
I know, people have to go see it, and I think people will want a sequel. I think the way that it ended, there's room for more. Yeah,
well, if they can make a Blood Honey too, they can certainly make a Popeye the Slayer Man too.
I
So,
agree. I
I
agree.
mean, so
Yeah,
it can be done. Make it happen, writers. Make it happen.
make it happen. Yes.
So, unfortunately, it's all the questions I have for you because I know you can't say too much about the film.
Yeah.
But I really do appreciate you taking the time out and speaking to me about this film. I, for one, am certainly excited to see it on the 21st. Um, yes, so thank you so much for your time. I wish you nothing but success in your career in the future. And yeah, grab a can of spinach because the movie will be selling in theaters and VOD on the 21st. And make sure you grab a bowl of popcorn while you're at it too. So enjoy the movie, folks. That's all we have for today. I want to say thank you so much to the bottom of my heart to Elena for joining me today. And I will hopefully see you again on the big screen.
Yes, please go see it in theaters or rent it on your screen. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. It was a
Yeah.
pleasure.
And thank you. Honor, pleasure on mine. Have a good evening.
Thanks.